I've done that pit so many times. Hey, if it shrank, I was gonna calm you next week. You can still put a calm, but I can't. I don't think I'll be able to take rush. So no rush orders. Ended already? No, no, no. I'm here. I just forgot to set everything up. I watched Deltarune. Ah, you even cried a bit. I really wanna. Yeah, I'm a ghost now, guys. It's okay though. That's just what happens when you overwork yourself. Ooh, spooky! I'm the ghost of drawing Alan. Give me a second. 1 second. Um, give me a second. My big brain knows how to do this. There we go. Woo, chat. Why didn't you stop me from drawing all those times? I'm the ghost of Christmas Alan. Give me a second. Let me get the references ready. How are you guys doing? You guys having a good day? You're asking about ours. She's a good to build, but the main thing is support students. I don't even know what support students to build. Like, I'm building Yuzu just because I managed to get her 5 stars because I rolled her twice in a row. But beyond that, I really don't know who to even build. Like, do I build healers? Do I build people who do attack buffs? Do I do people with cost? Do I build people with tanks? You're smaller than usual? I'm dead. Play Minecraft? It wasn't going to be rushed, so I do want to play Minecraft, but I need to do some commissions as usual. I got a lot of things to do. He was too young. Yes, young. Hey, Optimus, young. I had to my gym. Ooh. Thing is too, like, we still got to finish up the Elite 4 area. I really do need to offload some of this work to somebody else. The server work. Give me a second. Let me go put some music on. Because I don't have anything on here. Where is? Because I deleted my Go because for some reason. How about we just listen to lo-fi? Let's listen to non-AI lo-fi. There's a crazy amount of like AI going around in space nowadays. Yeah, sure. Persona. There you go. How are you guys doing though? You guys having a good day while I'm adjusting audios? Where did I go? Oh. I literally did vanish into the sphere. AI flood? Yeah, there's a lot of AI. Got Biden and Isaac. Oh yeah, it's the Steam sale. Give me a second. I'm the goat of Christmas Pass. He moved on from this world. Let me go put on a fan really quick. I really didn't get anything set up before stream. We're just gonna draw. I really want to do the Deltarune chapter. I want to like play Minecraft. I want to come back to Tomodachi Life, but you know what? We have lots to do, right? And I predict something's gonna happen this week, so I need to start preemptively striking, which is getting things done. But how are you guys doing? You guys having a good day? Let me go adjust my microphone arm. You guys having a good Friday? Stop being a ghost. No. If people ask, just tell them I died. But just gonna be working on commissions today. I'm gonna try to focus as hard as I can while still yapping though. Imagine procrastinating death? Yeah. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me, guys. Give me a second. Oh wait, they wanted me to make the delivery on a commission, so let me go deliver this. How are you? I'm fine. I just drank some tea that my friend bought. Like, I was thinking about this, right? I've been working really, really hard lately, and I think you guys know how hard I've been working. So I want to kind of get something for myself to, as a kind of reward, you know? And I was trying to think of something like, since it's Amazon Prime Day and it's also Steam Sale Day, I wanted to get something like on Amazon that doesn't cost time to use, if that makes sense. I was trying to look for something that I could really buy and is not like not gonna eat up at my time, but something that I could either enjoy or use. And that's not work related. I've been buying a lot of work related stuff. Like I bought an animation book, I bought a keyboard, I bought a new backpack. That way, but they're all like work related stuff. That way I could like do something work related. Gonna exhibit more heart. Oh, that sounds like a good idea. Electric kettle? Do I need an electric kettle if I have a microwave? Like, what's stopping me from emitting microwave into my water? Other than killing me. Yes? How useful is electric kettle? Maybe I will buy electric kettle. Probably overworky shadow. You do need an electric kettle? Alright, sell me on electric kettle, guys. I don't mind getting one. I've gotten paid a lot of money for commissions lately, so I'm gonna increase my quality of life. Sell me on this electric kettle. How good is the electric kettle? Let's see. Jack's transparent. 1. You do not drink microwave tea. It is abomination. But that's what I've been doing all my life. I've been microwaving water for tea and coffee. It boils water. So does a microwave. And a microwave doesn't leave like radiation in your water. You disgust me. Like, what makes it different, huh? Tell me. Tell me, I'm all ears, right? Let me go make this delivery though while we're yapping. I don't mind buying one though. Let's see. Is it this one? No, that's the other one. So I gotta deliver on this one. It uses less energy. Okay, that's a good point then. If it does use less energy, maybe. Because then it'll pay off in its own way. Is it faster than a microwave though? Because I do value my speed of my microwave water being 1 minute. Do you just fill it up with water and just like keep using it? How does it really work? Does it boil all that water and keep it boiled? Let's see. 1 PNG thumbnail. Ready to use. I included a transparent version for your usage. Probably. Maybe then. I'll consider it. What else? What else do you think I probably need to increase my quality of life? Let's see. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. I'm a shapeshifter. Where the heck is... Oh, here it is. Alright. You can use non-microwave cups with a kettle. Interesting. I guess that's a good point. More tea? You just have to put water in it and it boils it. Does it keep boiled like the whole day, or do I... Like whenever I use it, do I have to wait for it to heat up again? How long does it take to heat up water? I know electric is not like the best when it comes to heating sometimes. Let's see. Thumbnail, YouTube, a comfortable pillow, maybe. Maybe I could get a body pillow. Thumbnail, art, YouTube thumbnail. I think it depends on the model. A body pillow of what? What? Just a body pillow. I don't really have a case in mind, but just a body pillow. People do know like you could buy body pillows by itself, right? Doesn't necessarily mean I need to get a case, but maybe I could just get a body pillow. That way I can like hug it. Just a regular body pillow? Yeah, just a really long pillow. I don't know. The thing is like, I don't know who I would even put on it, really. Maybe if I design a pillowcase and then like get it printed out, maybe. That's the fun thing about being an artist. I could just make things. But who would I even make it of? I don't know. I could put everybody on there. I'll add everybody to the pillowcase. Everyone's gonna go on the pillowcase. Why make it for one person with one person in mind? I'm just gonna use everybody. A cup of water might take less time than microwave. Oh, the less water you add, the faster it goes. Interesting. I'll look into it then. I think it's the fact that it uses less energy and if it's faster, those are the two things that would define it. But if microwaving water is like the faster option, I'd probably do that. Just bought a body pillow by coincidence and anonymous person commissions. Hey, Aris. Couldn't be me. Though Arisu, I don't know if I want her on a body pillow. I was thinking like either Yuka or Aru. Arisu is like Arisu is a very cute daughter, right? But Aru and Yuka, Micro brain starts expanding. Aru in a dress. Shocker, if something is bigger, it takes more energy to heat it up. That makes sense. Like a bathtub. Just try. No, I don't want to say that because somebody might take me seriously. You had a brain in the first place? It's somewhere in there, you know, it's doing its thing. But yeah, today we're just going to be working out commissions. I'm trying to think about like things to reward myself because I've been working really hard for the last month. And I think I need to like buy something like, you know, because I'm like a little dog. I gotta be like bow wow. Gotta treat myself to a reward. Fading out existence, yeah. But I've been very productive. I've been like doing a lot of commissions. I've been doing a lot of things last 7 months. I would say like this last month has been more intense, funny enough. Like I think January and February were kind of light compared to this month. But now that I have a good amount of spare cash and it's Amazon Prime Day and Steam Sale Day, I kind of want to buy something for myself, really. So I'm just trying to weigh on options to have something that I could buy that doesn't take too much time, but I could enjoy it. Like I'm weighing over like, okay, maybe it could be something that could like help me relax more, or maybe because like lately though I've been buying things like I said, a bag for transporting my tablets, an animation book so I could start doing animation commissions in the future, things like that. More things like related to work, but I want to buy something for myself. $250 is a lot. What does the electric toothbrush do? I don't have a brain. It's okay. It's hard to say the exact time. There are multiple kettles. Also, cool transparent shader. Transparent shader? Question mark? Try using the volcano as a kettle. Faster, yeah. Probably have fun. I'll play it one day. I wanted to play it, but the problem is my commission orders are pretty tight right now. So make sure you're not putting too much pressure. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I know that's like a problem when you're brushing your teeth, because like sometimes when I feel like my teeth are extra dirty because I don't know, I ate a lot of sugar or something, I brush it a little harder than I'm supposed to, but then my gum gets irritated, and whenever I brush it the next day, like my gum starts like hurting because of how hard I brushed it the other day. So, but yeah, I had a lot of sugar just recently. I was trying to find ways to treat myself, so my friend was going to a tea place, so I asked him to buy me something, but I asked him to buy me the same thing that they're getting, and they usually get extra sugar. It was sweet, it was good, but I won't lie that like it did make me feel like my teeth are rotting now. Susie's the knight, trust me. It's also said in chapter 5, I promise I'm not lying. I've had that like speculation that the possibility that the real hero is actually Susie. And we're like not even supposed to be in the legacy or something like that. I don't know. I can't wait to see the game itself. I'm gonna see myself to see what happens. When everything calms down and we're playing games again. I am considering just taking one of these days just to play Minecraft though. Just as a way to relax, really. Because I feel like I do need to like make sure I have some relaxed days where I'm not just like drawing all the time. And what better way than doing it on stream, you know? Probably not going to be able to start any new games or anything because, you know, so much things are happening, but still. By the way, why are you slowly fading away? I don't know. It was a funny bit. I stuck with it. It was funny. Quotation mark, it was funny. I'm so clever. Cause I'm fading away. I've made my mistakes. My life goes on as I'm fading away. Alright, have fun sorting with work. Don't overwork yourself like I do. What was the cause of your death? Overworking myself. You can't say I'm not self-aware. Gotta say, the design is really cute. I like this gargoyle look on her. I've been doing a lot of commissions for clients, but I've been getting a lot of like really cute like 10 out of 10 designs from everybody. Just try living. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Give me a second. Let me try living. Watch this, guys. I'm gonna try living. Oh, you're right. It just works like that. Wow. It really does just work like that. I'll not be taking advice from you. Alright. My biggest advice, Sorty, is work yourself so hard that you get paid extra. They need you in the workforce. I'm telling you, those jobs are regretting that they didn't hire me. They're gonna be like, wow, I didn't realize how hard of a worker this person was. And just because he doesn't have work experience, it didn't mean he was lazy. Wow. I'm a master advice giver, yeah. Okay. I do find it interesting though, because like I did I think there was like one interview that didn't really want me to join in with them because they didn't want to pay me the amount of money that I was saying, which was just minimum wage. Minimum wage for the arts that I like for artists, which was like $25 an hour, but they wanted to pay me a lot less. So infinite money, rob a bank. Yeah, it's called going to jail. They could have give you working on Concord. You know what? I think that would be an interesting case. I think like nowadays too, game companies are very volatile when it comes to hiring. Like unless you're like working for like say Nintendo, who just apparently raised the base salary of everyone by 10%. I don't think you're gonna have a easy time in finding a job and having a stable job. Get away with it. Easier said than done. Yeah, I saw what happened with Destiny 2. Really crazy. And I think it's even crazier what they're saying. Rare Nintendo win. The thing is, Nintendo has a bunch of wins, but we always look at the bad side. Like, there was that one time where the CEO take a 10% cut in order to make sure that they pay the employees properly. And then the fact that their cuts or the pay is a little, what's it called? Their price increase is much lower than the competition. They have a lot of bad, but I think they have a lot of good to it. And it's the same could be said about a lot of other companies like Sony and Xbox. Because just recently, the whole thing with Sony and Xbox doing its rounds, it's making it, what's it called? The go really loud. Mainly come from the lawyers, yeah. That's the thing too. I think the business-wise, Nintendo's very good to their human resources, right? But consumer-wise, they are very bad at it. They do, but I get why they're very bad with it, right? They get a lot of bad moves, but they aren't exactly good. I don't think any company is good, really. Remember, guys, just as a reminder, what's it called? Don't ever treat these companies like your friends. Always make sure that remember they're here for a profit. CEO had to take a cut because he was under Japanese law for more layoffs or pay cuts. So then, how does that explain things like Sony then? Don't slurp, slurp, slurp. Yeah, keep them arm's length. Enjoy the products. And if the company makes a good move, yeah, they make a good move. If they make a bad move, yeah, they make a bad move. But never hold them so close to chest that you want to defend them or, what's it called? Like, sing them praise. Remember that the companies are companies, you know? This goes for everything, right? Even like things that I like, HoloLive, right? Nintendo, things like that. Gacha games, right? Even if I like them a lot, I have to remember that like the main goal of it is to really just make a profit one way or another, right? Remember to value the people, the talents, and the creators more than like the overall company itself, right? Remember Sakurai. Don't remember the Nintendo company. Like my friend, if it's Toby Fox. Toby Fox is an individual though, right? But even then, he is still a person that's out for money, right? But he is still a individual. He's not like a whole company. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has some general interest, but he still does have to make money. Everybody needs to make money, right? But the bigger the company, the more stakeholders there are, the more people that need to pay off. Things like that are good, but that's about it. Even like small indie teams can have its own like things to it, right? That's the thing. Don't feel obligated to really treat things like, you know, I would say the same with streamers, especially me. Don't ever give me money if I ask for it. Right? If I ever say like, guys, I'm begging for money, I'm on my knees. You don't even have $5? What are you doing here if you don't have $5 to subscribe to me? Get back to work. Jeez. My little pay piggies. 7th. Deltarune was free, yeah. Deltarune's overrated, to be honest. I'll send 1 cent. Let me show you this 1 cent then. But I think that's the thing, right? Keep things at arm's length. And I think it's also important to value what you do value, right? Uh-oh, don't say it like that. Don't let me decide what you value and what you don't value. But I would say just make sure that always keep things at arm's length and, you know, make sure that you don't get too connected to something big. It always hurts most when you're too deep into it. It's okay to be wrong. I don't know why. I think Deltarune's fun. I do want to give it a try once I can. I do want to check this new chapter out one day. Ba 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 bum. But Nimi's been playing it a lot recently, and I'm like really tempted to watch it. I'm like resisting with all my might to not watch Deltarune spoilers. That way, when I see the Deltarune, and then I see Chris touches the Deltarune and makes a wish to kill everybody in the world, I'll be like really surprised. Shock Pikachu face. Let me add a little flower here. Has anyone here tried the new Deltarune yet? How have you guys been enjoying it so far, for those who have? Do we have any John Deltarunes? Watch Deltarune spoilers? No! Once I know what happens to Deltarune, it's gonna ruin— no, it won't, actually. I still like the journey of it. Am I wrong when it's not exactly groundbreaking? I mean, it's not— well, I don't know, actually. We could say it's not groundbreaking, but at the same time, I'm trying to think of other games that try to do what Deltarune does, which is the variety in gameplay that it does throughout this game. Like, a lot of the battles do break down to minigames. I'm thinking about that TV battle, and I think that's pretty unique. Story-wise, I think it's a pretty interesting story. I don't know if it's anything crazy. It kind of has that kind of like feeling of friendship always trumps everything kind of thing. But I think it's still because we still haven't hit the rising climax, and that could really change. But I think gameplay-wise, it's pretty different than a lot of games that I played. I decided to play Deltarune Chapter 1 to 4 because it's been a while since I played Deltarune. I don't know if it's a replay game for me, but it is one of those games that, like, if it was a video that I watched talking about the story, I'd be very engrossed with it just to see what happens. But it's one of those games that I probably won't replay. Is the Knight? Oh, wait, you mean the Black Knight. I thought you were talking about, like, the hero. But we'll see. We'll see. It's just not on the cards right now, but are you guys planning to get anything for the Steam sale? Gabe Newell has opened up the store and said, friends, we know the Steam box has been a high price, but check this out. And he pulls out all the big sales, which is just very generic, actually. It's kind of like Amazon sales. Already made my purchase. What did you purchase? I was considering buying Balatro and Clover Pit, because I was actually watching Kronichi Wa the other day play Clover Pit, and it looked pretty fun. It looked kind of fun to gamble. Let's go gambling. Roguelike gambling. And I haven't played Balatro yet, but when I was playing Stella Sora had a Balatro-like minigame, and it was pretty fun. It makes me want to kind of play the actual Balatro rather than the Balatro-like minigame. Rain World? Interesting. Is that like Rimworld, but in the rain? Leftover account? Oh, I wonder if Ellen's on sale. I love the Lona, but I feel like if I buy Ellen, it's gonna consume me. Like, you could say goodbye to my life, because I love the Lona. Nope, I swear this game never goes on sale. This game never goes on sale. But I love Elona. Maybe I'll buy it. Maybe I'll just like bite the bullet and pay the full price. You could always buy the anime girl Balatro. Oh yeah, well that's the one where I forgot what it was, but it's like I saw it, but I forgot it. For not knowing what Rain World is, yeah. Cloverpit has a demo if you want to see how it plays. I kind of got a hunch of how it plays, right? You pick up trinkets, you use those trinkets to kind of increase your boost, roguelike aspect, right? It's kind of like a strategy deck builder, except you're gambling. Menharium. Let me see, is that on sale? Could play that. For anime. I forgot about that. Hey, that game's 100% off. Wait a second. I'm gonna add that to my thing. Oh, it's Five Nights at Freddy. Never mind, I'm not adding that, sorry. How do you spell Menhera? Menhera. Here we go, I found it. Menhera Farm? What is this one? It's on sale, you're right! I'm gonna add it to the cart. She's talking to me, guys! She loves me! Oh yeah, there's that Mugenics game too. What's this one? Menhera Farm. This seems kind of cute. Wow, that's pretty cute. Oh, there's a rhythm game aspect to it. Wow. Whoa, whoa, that's cute. Wow, that's super cute. Ada. Alin, sorry. Hey, Albie, how are you doing? I'm just asking for people to recommend stuff for Steam sale. Did you get anything from Steam sale, Albie? If you don't want to spend money on stuff, theft exists. You rob a bank. I don't know if you're serious or not. I can't tell if you're serious with it. But then again, I think it's one of those things that, like, I could take everything you say with a grain of salt, and for all I know, you might be wrong. Mullet Magic could be interesting. What's a Mullet Magic? I have not. I'm recovering from Pokemon addiction. How are you able to get cards? Oh, maybe it's because I'm in the city. I haven't been able to see any card at all. This looks interesting. Kind of reminds me of that Nun game, though. The Nun bullet first-person shooter. I kind of want to play that Nun first-person shooter. Very fun. I'll add it to my wish list if you guys are recommending it. I got Binding of Isaac in the game for a friend. Huh. I overpay online. Oh, my condolences. Honestly, I'll be at this point, with how the Pokemon card market is, I'm just considering just buying secondhand. Like, buying all the cards, like, common and uncommon cards. I'm not even going to rip booster packs anymore. Because I don't think I'll ever be able to find another booster pack. Calamity Angels, what is that? Spitting BS? Okay, just making sure you're not saying spoilers, because I have to kill you for that. Calamity Angel. Special delivery. I like the art style on this. I think I've seen this. Wait, who's the one that did this art? Oh, it's Idea Factory. Of course it's Idea Factory. I'll add it to my wish list. It looks like Dokapon. Do you guys remember Dokapon Kingdom? The game that makes you want to kill your friends? Oh yeah, Dokapon Kingdom. Alpha is WD Gaster. I still don't know what this whole Gaster bit is about. There was like someone in my other chat that was talking about Gaster, and they were like, Gaster this, and I really don't know who Gaster is, and I think it's because I didn't actually see him in Undertale when I played it. And everyone was like saying he's like such an important character, but I played 2 hours. It definitely shows how bad you are at aiming. Does it not have a hit, or does it have aim assist or anything? Fortune Street was. I wish it and Doka or Fortune Street were bigger. Well, it was big enough to get a remake at the very least. So, only thing though is like it's hard to find someone to play a game because like a session in that game takes a really long time. Like Mario Party sessions are good within an hour, but Dokapon Kingdom could be a whole week endeavor. You know, game's good. Only problem is though is that you're often like very stretched out for how long you're playing that game. You need a movement shoot. Oh, that sounds kind of fun. Sort of like Doom. Yeah, I'd give it a try. But I do want to try that Nun first-person shooter game. You guys know what I mean? The one that, you know what I'm talking about? He made the core. The core? What's the core? Do you mean the? Do you remember that Nun first-person shooter that was like popular for a bit on Twitter? Let me see. What was it called? Let me see. There was like a Nun game, and I thought it had a really fun art style. Let's see. Nun anime shooter. Core from Undertale? I don't remember. It's been a while. Here we go. Guns and Nuns. Storming Hell. I mean, it looks like... it reminds me of that one game where you have just a bunch of different guns. But it looks like a very simple Doom-like game. But I forgot what that game was called. There was like a first-person shooter where it's like Vampire Survivors, and you have to like pick up upgrades and stuff, and all the upgrades add like another gun to your screen. So you have like multiple guns in your hands. The blue part of Hotland. Yeah, I think I didn't do the good ending because I didn't want to go back and like spare everyone again. I don't remember. Mega Bonk? No, it's not Mega Bonk because like you guys got to choose who died and who didn't. Let me see. It was like Vampire something. Vampire. Vampire Hunter game? Here we go. Wow, it really is called just Vampire Hunters. Like there's Vampire Survivor and then there's Vampire Hunter, and it really is just like Vampire Survivor, but first-person shooter, you know? Let me see if I can find a good picture of it. Oh, that's not the game. Vampire Hunter. But like the whole point of the gimmick, the whole point of the game is like, as you upgrade, you get more and more guns on your screen. So your screen starts looking like this, right? Let me see. I'm gonna grab a good picture. And it looks so obnoxiously stupid, but I love how ridiculously stupid it looks. So it's like, you know those games where it has like really bad UI, and you're like, oh wow, this is garbage. It's literally one of those games. And I kind of want to get it because of the sheer absurdity of just like having a bunch of guns. Time Stranger is 42% off. I did see that. Is it like, how much does it cost now? It's like still $30, right? Yeah, 30 something. Alan's googling something. Googly. It's EB Moogly. Didn't you want Toho Nights? I do. Toho Nights. Is it on sale? That's not too big of a sale. It's 40%. What's this one though? Toho Witch Night Market. This one looks kind of cute. I like the black and white style. Is this like a suitcase stuffer? This looks kind of cute. What is this game? Stickers? I'm gonna add this to my wish list. It looks kind of cute. It's only $3.49 too. Apparently it's related to Lobotomy Corporation. Oh, music starts playing from Steam. Get a job and pay back the money! Oh, just like me. Looks interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of games on sale, Steam sale. Invincible. Interesting. Time Stranger, Division 2. Is everyone like flocking to Division 2 because what's it called? Destiny 2 is gone? Anomalous coffee machine. This looks interesting. Fly Night. Ao Oni. Was $5 not too long ago. I see. Mountain King kills Chris. Have you guys seen the summer screen? Every time do you see this dragon being animated like this? And how it just keeps going up and down? This is a very unfortunate dragon animation. It just keeps going up and down. Coffee machine game is something? Is it? I like the art style of it. Please be a ghost. Again, it was funny. No, I'm good. My ghost days are over. Artificial Dream in Arcadia. That sounds familiar. I think I have that on my wish list. Artificial game or Dream in Arcadia. Which one was this one? Oh, the first-person SMT looking game. Yeah, there's a lot of things. I don't know. I'll think about it. There's a lot of things I kind of want to buy, but at the same time, I'm not too sure what I should buy. You know? It's just one of those days. When nothing sucks. Alright, let's get back to drawing. I probably shouldn't be so distracted. That way I can finish this up. Really like this design on this gargoyle girl, though. It's really cute. This is like a very cute design. Wasn't Destiny 2 always free to play? Quotation mark. The thing was, like, it was free to play, but it's in the sense of free to play, there wasn't too much things you can really do. Like, if you really want to do some of the campaigns and the actual fun stuff, you would have to pay. It was more like a trial, if anything, than it was a free to play. Technically, I could just jump on and play Destiny 2 right now, but if I don't have access to the expansions, I'm not gonna have too much things I can do. Probably a couple strikes, collect some weapons, but I won't have access to everything. I'm gonna buy in 1-2 after a lot of thinking. Yeah, I'll think about it. Thing is, like, I kind of want to buy a game or two, but at the same time, I don't have this time off stream to play it. And on stream, I already have a large queue of games to play anyways, so maybe I'll wait until next Steam sale. $25? Not anymore, actually. I think they increased the price now, because that was just a temporary sale. Let me see. Oh no, it's on sale again! I saw the thing was, like, a couple of days ago, I was like, oh, maybe I should buy Destiny 2, but the sale was gone, and it was back to being, like, $70. But I guess they had put it on sale again. Guess what it recommended to me? Limbus Company. The Limbushi... Dying Light the Beast? What's Dying Light? Do 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 do. Whenever this song kicks in, it always makes me get really hyped. It's like, yeah, this is time for the heist of our lives. Zombie apocalypse game? Is it good? You know, I have been like itching to play a gun game, so would be funny if we added guns to our Minecraft server. Am I right, chat? Would be hilarious if I added guns to our Minecraft server. Hilarious, you know? It's a parkour game? Ah, parkour first-person zombie. Deltarune moves to Vergenweisten? I have no idea what that is, actually. So I guess it's not really spoilers. Only played the first game, though? I don't know. I've been like in a gun mood, and that's why I was tempted to play Destiny, because Destiny is a gun game. But color me surprised that the game's going under, just like my life. Coughing baby. It's a gun and ball guy? Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I hate anime. Anime's for nerds, guys. Whoa, you guys gotta grow up. Stop playing your Blue Archives and your Neptunia games, and pick up a man's game like Destiny and Call of Duty. I'm gonna pick up FIFA. Played the first one, but the gameplay was fun. Interesting. Honestly, though. Sorry. Honestly, though, I do think like the Mirror's Edge kind of game has been underrepresented. I thought Mirror's Edge was a really fun first-person parkour game, but I'm surprised nobody has done anything like that. In fact, not even EA done another Mirror's Edge game. Witcher 3? Says the nerd. Whoa there. I haven't played Witcher 3. I don't know if I have any general interest to play Witcher 3. I heard it's good, and I was interested in it for a bit, but I guess as time went on, I started losing interest. Well, Mirror's Edge did poorly. Yeah, that's probably why, but at the same time, like, I don't know, like, if anybody else got affected like I did with how that game plays, because I thought it was like a really good parkour game. Like, it was really fun to just run the trials until to see if you'll be able to, you know, beat your own record. What's the RQ now? 40. 40. 40. Did you play the second one? No, I only played the first one. And even then, the first one, I just played the demo over and over again back on my Xbox 360 when the demo was free. Didn't actually like it. Found the game personally boring. Really? I thought it had like a lot of like fun, like technical skill to it, where you had to like consider the way your character bounces off walls and stuff. Maybe it was just me. Maybe it wasn't as good as a game, but who knows? I still enjoyed it. Okay. What a shame, though. They had something really good there, and they just blunder it. But isn't that the life of gaming, honestly? Though, honestly? Feels like a lot of games kind of fall into that, where it's like really good concept-wise, but then eventually like they forget what makes the game so unique, you know? I'm gonna sneeze again. I recall it having my old launcher, the EA launcher. Yeah, the EA launcher is actually not that good. How less fans as it went on, yeah. I guess it's one of those things that is kind of hard to kind of hone in on it. Like, what do you do with a parkour game? Especially if it's a sequel of a game. How far can we parkour? Honestly, that did sound better in my head compared to what I said out loud, but you know what? I'm gonna keep going with it. Sometimes in life, you just have to roll with the punches. There we go. Maybe sometime this week I'll play some Minecraft. We'll see. If I had to stream tomorrow, or if I can't stream tomorrow, then probably not. But if I can stream tomorrow, maybe we'll do Minecraft. Even with all my commissions. I kind of missed the Minecraft server. I miss seeing you guys be stupid. And I kind of want to add guns already, guys. I think when I play Minecraft next, we're updating the server and adding guns, finally. Gun mod. You miss a lot of things, yeah. I've been feeling like a hollow person lately, like Dark Souls. John Hollow Dark Souls. And I need to reinvigorate myself. You can check the art exhibit. Maybe. I was thinking about making like a museum one day. Like, I do need to finish like those projects on the Minecraft server. That way we can move on to our next one. Because I still really want to do the giant city, which is really, really cool. Like, my idea, like the giant shopping mall area, right? Where it's probably going to be like this. It's going to have like a little glass dome over it, but everything goes downward, right? And it's like tier levels. And then there's going to be like little shopping areas. And then like, I was thinking about making it so like this is where the trainer stuff is, and then like the shops. And then we could have it so like you guys could like pick out or call claims on specific spots. That way you could put whatever you want in there, right? Sort of like a HubSpot in a way, right? Now it's gonna be like a, like, you seen that one picture, the one where it has like the giant city and it's like in a giant cylinder from the inside, right? You know what I'm talking about? I think like Blue Archive had a shot like that recently, and I think that's what inspired me. Let's see, giant cylinder city. Yeah, something like this. I was thinking something like this would be pretty fun, but instead of going upwards, we should make it go downwards. That way it's a little different, and it feels like a giant crater. You mean the Steel Continent? Yeah. I was looking at the pictures, and I was like, wow, that's actually a really fun concept. Maybe I should do something like that. Let me go steal that. Let me go steal that concept really quick. I'm gonna borrow the concept. So yeah, I thought it would be really fun if we decided to like add that as our next project. That way we could put all the traders as well as like trainers in there. So it'll be all in one like specific area. And plus, like I said, you guys could take claim of spots, so it could be part of this giant hub spot. Someone claimed Nexon stole their idea. I think I saw that controversy too when I was looking on Twitter. But I thought, like, wasn't this like a real city in the real life though? There was like a city that was designed like this. Somewhere in China, probably. The Binding of Isaac has quite a lot of achievements. Don't aim for them, trust me. Oh. Yo, if you value your sanity, I would not recommend you aim for them. I used to watch a streamer who did it, and you had to get really good at the game. John Hollowman of Dark Souls fame. Yes, John Hollowman. John Hollowman. 641, trust me, I know you're a 100% person, but I say that for your own sanity, do not do it. We will never see you again. Not like this, Yon. But yeah, I think that's going to be our next Minecraft project. I'll scout out for a spot after we finish it. After we finish the Leaf 4 area, and then we can get started on it. Like, the first step obviously is going to be digging, because we're going to need to have a lot of space. Trying to think of how big it should be. I think I want to make it so like going down wise, it's probably going to be 3 or 4 tiers, 6, 7, and it's going to be depending on how deep we can dig, right? And I wanted to make it so like it starts off really wide, but then spirals down like a giant drill. Unfiltered by the unpleasant controls. I feel that too, actually. I didn't like Binding of Isaac because it kept messing with my depth perception. Like, that game has really bad depth perception. Whenever I see those bullets fly upwards, I keep thinking that's gonna hit me. I can dig very deep. That's perfect. You're perfect for the job. And we'll have like a bunch of chests so we can hold on to the materials. That way, you know, in case we have a future project, you guys can make use of that. It'll be like a simple thing, you know? And it's gonna give us like a fun project to do. Flash or Rebirth? Both. I played the original back long ago, and my depth perception that was really bad since everything was like 2D. I think the pixel one isn't as bad. Yeah, let it go, let it go, let it go. Deep breath, deep breath. It'll be fun. I think it'll be fun to have an area like that. It'll be like our secondary hub. You could thank Blue Archive though for the idea. Thank you, Blue Archive, for inspiring this. But I only see commissions, I know. But we'll set out a spot. Question is, like, maybe we should have it over the ocean. But how hard? Like, I kind of was thinking, like, wouldn't it be cool if we had it over the ocean? But my question is, how hard is it to filter out water in a specific area? Because we probably would have to make a land, then we have to, like, you know, dig under that land that we create, you know? So, like, that's the original kind of idea I want to do, but it might be easier to do it on land. Got reminded of those games you bought last year, but you only played the point-and-click games? Yeah. I thought I played another one, didn't I? I forgot what games did I buy. Oh yeah, I bought that Frostpunk game. What else did I buy? I don't remember what else I bought. I bought the 2D game. Didn't I buy Andy and Lele during that time? I don't remember. Touch the sky. Deep breath, deep breath. Talk about the pixel art game. The Case of the Golden Idol is a cool game. Case of the Golden Idol, is it like a mystery game? Let me see. The Case of the Golden Idol. $8. A detective game that allows you to think and investigate freely. Interesting. Gruesome deaths! Oh, that looks very gruesome. What is this game? It's like a point-and-click game. The man is not breathing. Loot his belongings. Like Return to Obra Dinn. Never heard that one either. No, I'll take a look into it. I'll add it to my cart. Or not cart, but my wish list. Maybe it could be a future thing. Da da da! Da 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 da! But the time I beat Mom in a regular playthrough. Oh, 1 second. I forgot I had Steam open. I had the Ludovico technique. It's difficult to use because you had to move your character in the tiers. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, Binding of Isaac is a really well-made game, but I won't lie that if it wasn't for my bad depth perception, I'd probably enjoy it more. Heartbreak, heartbreak, heartbreak. What kind of hat did I put on the other guy? Oh, wrong one. They call me Casual Alin. Time for you to get Mugenics? I heard that game. How fun is Mugenics? Is it a really fun game? All the VTubers were playing it for a while. And I was like, okay, this is the next big thing that I'm going to be drawing thumbnails for. But not a single person came to me with a Mugenics thumbnail. Man, you could have bet that I was going to make monstrosities. Shows you the moment in time and you have to figure out what happened from items in the scene. That's interesting. Sounds cute. I won't lie though that I'm not very good at mystery games. Let me tell you, I got the bad ending in Danganronpa because I overthought the situation. Like spoiler, towards the end, you had to make a choice to rat out your friend or not rat out your friend, right? But I was thinking, like, what if this is just like part of her trick, right? Complicated, wacky, but fun. Oh, I see. can I make cute anime cat girls in it? Because that could determine whether I buy it or not. No, Alan, not everything has to revolve around cat girls. I say in response to that, nya. Nekopara. There you go. She came out pretty cute. I think that's everything. Since you have to figure out who is who, you have to find the names yourself. Yeah, I'm not very good at mystery games. I won't lie, it would be probably fun, but at the same time, I hope you guys are, like, you know, being frustrated when someone doesn't know what they're doing, because that's gonna be me 70% of the time. Dragon's Dogma? Oh yeah! Dragon's Dogma 2 got the DLC announcement, which is basically Dark Arisen 2. Get all the Mage Strider skill, now I'm getting Soldier skill. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. When I played that game, I enjoyed playing the Magic Knight, the one where you have to put down the energy ball and you hit it and it causes the attacks to fly out. Really cool. Never played Dark Arisen though, but I played the base game to death. It was really fun, and I built a really good skill set. Or not skill set, gear set. Honestly though, that game was like really asking to have a roguelike mode. When the spoiler, the hole shows up, I thought that was gonna be like a roguelike mode, but it's like half roguelike. Honestly, I really like Dark Arisen, or what's it called? Dragon's Dogma. I might want to come back to the game. So it's not that bad. I hope they make it so they put yellow paint everywhere, because I'm gonna get lost like hell. And I think the really cool thing about Dragon's Dogma is that you can make your character really, really short. Let me tell you guys, when I made my character and my companion, I made my companion and myself short. We were short. Let me see. Like, when you see your character, the thing is too, and it actually affects the gameplay, because shorter characters and smaller characters are lighter, so you're easier to get picked up by monsters. Like a harpy can pick you up and drop you down, but if you're bigger and heavier, you can the harpies can't pick you up because you're too fat, right? And it's the same thing if you're tiny. If you're tiny, there's like areas you can access that you can't normally access, right? Here, I think this is like the best way to show off how short the characters get. Let me see. Try to like find a good short picture comparison. I'm trying to show a good short person comparison that's not gonna like show anything too bad that could get me in trouble in stream. But just take my word for it. Like, basically accurate Alin Laphel size, basically. As of now, like Strider most. Strider's pretty fun. I do like when you play the base shield, sword, and board, you can launch your pawns. Like you could call for them to come over and you could shoot them into the sky with your shield. I love that. That's so cool. I just wish that the base classes weren't like considered the lower level classes, right? Because you can't do that with the magic shield. You can only do that in the base class. I like shooting with the bow. Yeah, have you gotten magic archer yet? Magic archer is really fun because they shoot like magic arrows, but they're all like homing arrows, right? So you shoot them, you lock on, and it's actually a really fun playstyle versus like the standard archer. Like, I have to say, Dragon's Dogma is a big sleeper hit. It doesn't get enough attention. There we go. You gonna get the Switch game, Dragon Dogma 2? I was thinking about it. I don't know if I'll get it on the Switch, right? But maybe I'll buy it on PC. Because I think the fun thing about PC is it has modding capabilities. I'm gonna make Megumi. Me and Megumi. Dun, 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 dun. I heard it didn't live up to 1. You think usually the thing is 2, I think 1 wasn't as valued until people played Dark Arisen. I wonder if it'll be the same thing here with 2. That 2 would also get more valued once Dark Arisen comes out. Because they did announce in the Nintendo show Dark Arisen, which is basically just like the first game. But we'll see. I've always been one to try the game out, see what how the game actually plays. Can't be that bad though. Okay. Oh, whatever. Didn't they also charge for in-game items? The first game also charged for in-game items. I don't know if you guys remember it, but in the original Dragon's Dogma, you used to have to pay money to get more fast teleport stones, and also something else. I forgot what it was, but the first game also had that same problem, really. But I think about what the first one. I think about getting the ones for the advanced classes or combined classes. It's fun. And the thing is too, did you ever like engage with the romance system? Because like the game eventually forces you down a romance path. I don't know if you like how many players know this, but originally Dragon Dogma had one of the kind of worst romance systems, thanks to the fact that it's based on how many times you interact with the character. And Dragon Dogma 1, you can marry anybody. You can marry an NPC on the road, you can marry like your best friend, you can marry the princess, you can marry like someone's daughter, all this sort of different options, right? And the thing is, because it was based on affection, and affection can grow through talking, most people end up getting married to the innkeeper because you have to keep talking to the innkeeper every time you come back to town, and the innkeeper look like this. Right? And you would get locked into the romance path with this man just because you had to go back to town all the time just to talk to it. Here you go. And it's really funny too, because like I think I also fell to that route, and I was like, the dragon says, "I have your beloved here," right? And it shows the innkeeper is like, "Oh, I gotta save him," right? So you save him, but then like after you beat the game, it shows you the innkeeper share an intimate moment, and then like start falling in love in front of the campfire. It's like, whoa there, I didn't ask for this. Oh, that game is so silly. I love it. Oh, such a silly, dumb game. Kind of rage quit last time playing with less because the NPCs I was escorting went directly poisonous water. I don't remember that one. But I think it's one of those things though. It's a very frustrating kind of game sometimes because of the way the game's designed. But some of the moments in that game is pretty fun. I wish I could play that game again for the first time. But then again, I guess like part of the fun with it was because when I was young, I had all the time in the world to do dumb things. So I wonder if that would be the case nowadays. I always think about that, like how maybe a lot of games I really didn't enjoy back then was just due to the fact that I had a lot more time. But I wonder if I'll still feel the same value when you don't have as much time to play games. Who said adulting was gonna be easy? Says no one. Hey. Let me see. What does a monster look like in Backrooms? You get your affinity, want to grow bandits. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, actually. I don't remember having a hard time with it, but then again, I forgot what I really did in the game. There's something to say that games are too close, that are too open. Wait, there's something to say that games that are too open feel worse if you don't have the time. Yeah, I think that's the same thing with JRPGs. I think it's the thing that the JRPGs suffer a lot from, is that JRPGs are probably like prime video game, but they are some of the most time-consuming games that if you don't have the time to be able to commit to it, it makes it really hard to enjoy. Makes me sad because JRPGs used to be one of my favorite categories, really. And I really wish I could get back into playing JRPGs, but they are time-consuming. Are quite linear? No, they are linear, but it is time-consuming, and I think that's the problem, right? When you're playing a game and like it consumes all your time, or you play a game and you just really you play for 1 hour and you didn't really make much progress. Like, it really demands a lot of time from yourself. There we go. Trying to finish Ni no Kuni. Yeah, I think the thing is too, like, if you have a lot of time and you know want to kill some time with something, pick up a JRPG. You'll find yourself like enjoying the story and playing the game. Harder to progress than you expect. I play on mega hard more, but still, yeah, that's the thing too. Even more so when you increase the difficulty of the game, it will increase the amount of time you need to play the game. But I don't know. I just personally enjoy playing JRPGs. Like Atelier games especially, I really want to come back to. But Atelier games are definitely off the chart of things to do. There we go. I wonder if we should put a pattern on these walls. Might as well. Let's see. What patterns do I have? I think I have a wall pattern for this somewhere. Never felt like da 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 da. We use this. Maybe not that. Maybe this? Yeah, I think that makes a good wall pattern. And Binding of Isaac, Lazarus, and Clan, I don't know what that is. Far Cry game. You can buy all the Far Cry games. Are the Far Cry games fun? Never really played a Far Cry game, but I am in the mood for a shooter, so maybe a possibility. Never say never. Okay. There you go. Maybe we should add like the white lines here. Should we make it like look moldy and dilapidated like this? Maybe. We'll add a little dilapidation. Don't you need to have for what's it called? Uplay? Is that the what's it called? Is that the chairman? I don't know what it's supposed to be. I don't know it. 150 for Assassin's Creed. I don't know about that one. I never really cared for an Assassin's Creed game, but the Far Cry games look fun. And they are just guns. I love guns. particular guy is a cool, chilled guy. Okay, just the lighting a little bit. Alright, I think this one's done. Let me go send it to client and see how they like it. Okay. A fast worker. Alan's a fast worker for having 50 commissions. I get that. You'll be surprised how many people say the same thing. You're not the first to say it. Alright, let me go send it. Here's how the second came out. Anything need revising? Okay. Next one. Let's see. Which one would be fast to do? This one might be relatively fast. Okay. Can I work on this on stream? Let me go check really quick. Make sure. Yes. Yes. Okay. Have you guys played this new 007 game? I've been getting a lot of commissions for the 007 game, but is it any good? I know there's like GoldenEye for the N64, but this is like a spiritual successor to it. Where is it? Backroom thing is called Bacteria, is it? Oh yeah, didn't the Backrooms movie come out? How did that do? Did it do well? Oh, she has freckles. It's a big AAA game a month? Wait, GoldenEye? Or 007? Was it considered a AAA game? Who published it? Heard it was awesome? Maybe I'll have to give it a try one day. It kind of looked like Uncharted when I saw the gameplay. Or Hitman. It looks like a kind of Uncharted and Hitman combined. But I've been getting a lot of commissions related to 007 during my rush time, and I missed out on it. I mean, it's never too late. Now that you have all this money from your overtime, maybe it's worth trying. The theater? Oh, we're talking about a movie. My bad. I was talking about the game. It is the same group? Ah, don't want the French version? I see. Oh, which one are we talking about? Are we talking about the Backrooms movie or are we talking about the game? Or the 007 game? I lost track of this conversation. Me, Backroom, Grimm 7. Ah. I still have to continue Final Fantasy 13. I still gotta catch up with Final Fantasy 14. It's coming soon. I want to play Final Fantasy 14, but I just haven't gotten time around it. Oh man, time. Time, Mr. Freeman. A right person at the wrong time can make all the difference, Mr. Freeman. You know, start Final Fantasy 7, the remakes or the original? I do need to start the remakes too. The games look fun. I'm kind of interested to see how they go with the story too. Because I heard the story was technically different from the original game. Remake, but also the original? Yeah. I do want to catch up with all the Final Fantasy games. Because it's been a while since I played a lot of them. So I kind of want to like do a whole Final Fantasy marathon. Like playing 1, 2, or 1 all the way to 16. Especially like some of the Pixel remakes. I have all the Pixel remakes. So I really want to go through it because I played Final Fantasy VI on the original SNES version. I played Final Fantasy V with a translator patch, right? Never got a chance to play 3. I did play 4. I think I played the GBA version. I don't remember which one I played with that one. But I kind of want to like play the pixel remaster of all those games. And I never got a chance to play 7, and I couldn't finish 8. I like 3 times the length of the original. Yeah, I imagine, but they look fun. And it looks like they do some fun stuff with it. Kind of curious though, like, I remember I got it for a Christmas one time, and I played on my PS4 before it kind of exploded, right? I'm kind of curious, like, how much extra gameplay there is beyond it. Because I'm thinking about it, like, if it's based on the different, like, sections of the game, I wonder if, like, you get to level 99, but then, like, when you start the next game, it starts over. And I wonder if it has, like, still a good amount of, like, side content and side quests and areas and dungeons. Because I wonder if it's just a linear JRPG adventure, or if it's kind of like the original Final Fantasy games, where there's, like, areas where you could, like, go off and do things with. Like, someone saw someone compare it, and some things are BS. Like, how so? What did they end up doing? Story-wise or gameplay-wise? I don't know much about the Final Fantasy VII story, but I do know, like, it was definitely a game of its generation. Have you played the original Final Fantasy VII, Plague? How many people here played the original Final Fantasy VII? It's kind of crazy because, like, people say that, like, it's one of the best games of all time, but when you think about it, actually, a lot of people haven't played Final Fantasy VII. Like, I haven't played Final Fantasy VII despite being such a big JRPG fan. Thing is, too, I actually watched the full playthrough of it, but that's because, like, it was because Vinny Vinesauce, when I used to watch him a lot, was playing it. So I saw how the game plays, and I still like turn-based. So the materia system looks like it's fun. I like the idea. Kind of reminds me of the Esper system from Final Fantasy VI. I could put the disc into the PS2 now. I have my original Final Fantasy VIII, but the thing is, like, the game freezes on me on disc 2. Gets changed into a whole weird gameplay section with, like, 3 bosses. Has weird story implications. I see. How does that change the experience in Final Fantasy VII? Does it make it better or worse? It sounds like it's more cinematic, if anything. It's a cinema game. I'm always curious about it, though, because, like, Final Fantasy games are known to let you level up to 99, but I wonder how much things, like, does anything carry over between, like, game 1, game 2? Like, do you get to keep your levels or material that you collect? Or are they all separate games that have their own progression? Because by the looks of it, the third game is probably going to have its own progression, considering it has a job system. Which I like. I like job systems. But I'm kind of curious what carries over from the first and 2 games. Okay. Okay. Has anyone here actually played the Final Fantasy VII remakes out of curiosity? Do you guys even play games?
Well, guys, I'm a bit of a gamer myself. I really enjoy Final Fantasy VII. It's one of the greatest games of our generation, along with Ocarina of Time. It's a game everybody has to play, or else they can't be a gamer. I'm now officially revoking your gamer card.
Do we still have gamer cards? Check your wallet really quick, guys. Do you have your gamer card still? I lost my gamer card a while ago. Gamer card revoked. Unironically, Final Fantasy VII is one of the less impressive Final Fantasy games. Would it? Because wasn't it like the first Final Fantasy game to jump into 3D? It was technically impressive technically at the time, but not nowadays. I mean, I guess that's true, but you could say the same about, like, say, Mario 64, right? But Mario 64 still was, you know, very impressive. I wouldn't say it's, like, impressive nowadays, but you could say that with a lot of things, really. but it doesn't stop it from being impressive during the time and the kind of impact it had in the gaming market. For a while there, everybody was copying the Final Fantasy VII formula, and I think that's when you know a game had a lot of impact, is when everybody was copying your formula, right? I lost at Gamer War 4. Dang. Prepare for Gamer War 5. Destiny 2 has set the waypoint for Gamer War 5. Which side are you guys on? Are you guys on Destiny 2 side or Marathon? I never played Marathon, nor do I know much about it, but I do feel bad for the people who enjoy Marathon, because they're getting struck from all corners of the world right now in this Gamer War. They feel like a casualty of war. They just want to like play their okay game, mediocre game. Combat-wise, I like Final Fantasy X because it's turn-based. That's why I didn't like 10 too. Wasn't turn 2 turn-based or was it action? ATB. Probably was ATB if that's what you're saying. I'm not claiming it had no impact, just saying it didn't age that well in terms of gameplay. I guess I could see that, but... Wait, isn't it turn-based? What part of the turn-based didn't age that well? Because I feel like turn-based tend to be very... How should I put it? Very, like... traditional, and it's something that like it feels like it carries over because like, you know, I mean, I guess it's not like action turn-based sort of like some games are, but it's like turn-based in the same sense of like Dragon Quest. But wait, didn't they have an ATB bar? I think they had an ATB bar in Final Fantasy VII, didn't they? I know 8 didn't have an ATB bar, and I think it was off the speed stat, but I think 7 had an ATB bar like 6. But it doesn't feel like I guess you could say it's not impressive nowadays because it's just a standard turn-based game, but I feel like it's would still hold up well as a turn-based game because it doesn't do anything offensively bad, but not a lot of depth. I guess you could say that. I don't know. It feels weird to say Final Fantasy VII didn't really age well in gameplay, but it's still pretty playable and fun. I don't know. I'm trying to think, because like, what's the definition of not aging well? Is it because it's too buggy, too glitchy, or it just doesn't have a lot of depth? But then, like, that's the thing with a lot of older games. It's kind of like setting the waypoints for a lot of future games. So like how Mario, when you look at Super Mario Brothers 1, you could say the same thing, that the game didn't age well and it doesn't have a lot of depth, but it was like one of the first games of its time, right? Just like Mario 64 with its camera work, and I always find it funny when people complain about the camera work because like it was a very early game that kind of tried to figure out the whole camera system. It was kind of crazy when you think about it too, because like Sony had the Dual Shock, I think that's what they used to call it, the Dual Shock camera or Dual Shock sticks, but they never used it for anything for a while, right? And it wasn't until like much later that they started using it for first-person shooters. Because like when you look at like games like Time Splitter 2 and GoldenEye, you had to control those with like the C buttons. My least favorite thing in any turn-based is ATB. I kind of like it. I think it's interesting. It's kind of like a Chrono Trigger where you really have to time out like when you actually input your actions. I don't know if that was the case in Final Fantasy VII per se, because I haven't played 7. But I wonder if there's the case like, oh, you have to wait for the attack to come out or something. I think even like Final Fantasy VI had a tutorial boss that was based on that, where a boss would go into its shell, and you have to hold off your attacks until he comes out of his shell, because if you don't, then he's going to counter you. I think that was like literally the tutorial boss in the first game. Combat is quite simple compared to older RPGs, to be honest. I'm curious then. Is it really that bad? I mean, I'm kind of curious how it could be. I'll have to see. I'll play it one day. I don't recall. I know there was like one boss because I remember watching Vinny Vinesauce and it was like Scorpion boss where you had to like pay attention to which position he's in, but it's not like the most complicated thing. Like What are you looking for in a boss battle? Really? I'm curious. I know there's like that's the one that stuck out to me the most and the one that I remember the most, but that was also like a tutorial boss, sort of like in Final Fantasy VI, where the things goes into the shell. You know, this character does remind me, or this VTuber looks like someone I know. Really hard to know where to go at some points. The gamer paint, before gamer paint was universalized. I think that was also something with older games. Oh, one second, I'm getting a phone call. A lot of older games were like that, where it was really not descriptive on where to go. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Welcome back, Sorty. Give me a second. There we go. Heartbreak. Gamer Paint 3D, making it hard to see important areas. I think it was like 2 partly because it's pre-rendered. Alan's ringtone. It's from Puchimasu. It was like I really liked Idolmaster, and I got like my ringtone is which one was it? I think it's Azusa's song. Let me see. Puchimasu Azusa song. It's Zone of Fortune, I believe, if I remember correctly. Zone of Fortune. Here we go. Yeah! You hear that? That's my ringtone! It's just the first part of the music. It's cute! But then there's like more to the song too. It's not just the part. Do 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 do. Yeah! This song is so cute! Oh, I love Puchimasu. Also, my ringtone for my messages come from Puchimasu as well. Oh, I'm getting really nostalgic for it. It's crazy. I thought it was anime. Yeah, it definitely wasn't anime. I really like Idolmaster for a while, so I had like a bunch of Idolmaster ringtones. You know what the thing is though? Okay, here's the thing about having ringtones based on like anime or music or games that you really like. When you it starts eventually grating on you when you hear the ringtone. Sometimes I feel that with this song, whenever I hear the intro of it, it's like, oh no, I'm getting a phone call from blah 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 or something like that. Same with my ringtone or my message ringtone. What a fun song! I love this song. Good times. But old games, outdated gameplay have their charm. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think that's why I never see old games as outdated, because necessarily I don't know how to put it. They work for what they are, I guess you could say. Especially if it's an alarm clock. I know, I learned that and I hated a song. Here, this is what my text message ringtone is. Puchimasu jingle. So that's why I didn't really, let me see. Maybe it's easier just to find it in anime. Puchimasu. Where's the Puchimasu ringtone? Maybe I just look at an episode. I can't believe this is still on here. Where is it? It's like the episode zinger jingle. I can't find it. These are like short web episodes too. I can't seem to find it. Alright, but yeah, it all came from Puchimasu because it had like cute. It was very cute. Puchimasu! Early 3D has aged way worse than late 2D. I guess you could say that. But I still think the games are still pretty good. Because, like, I don't know. Because whenever I hear the term, like, age poorly, it usually is seen in a negative light. So, but I think the games still play well. They have their difficulties, right? And I noticed that too. When I let my friend who never played the original Mario 64 play Mario 64, they were struggling really hard, and they did not like the game because of it. I didn't say it was bad, but the thing is, you didn't say it was bad, but the idea of aging poorly is commonly associated with bad. You know what I mean? It's like, say, like, I don't know, I'm trying to make a comparison, but there is that negative connotation with it. So even though you didn't say it, it's just that negative connotation associated with it. Looks mild better than Anniversary Edition and the new coming version. I'm actually surprised they keep remaking Halo. I feel like they don't know how to really treat the Halo franchise. Like, I feel like the Halo franchise is a weird spot, especially nowadays. Like, the thing is, Infinite did good, but bad at the same time. But... I know, like, people were talking about the multiplayer in Halo Infinite for a while. But I haven't heard of it beyond that. But Halo's like a weird case right now. It's like one of the brands to start up the first-person shooter, modern first-person shooter. But at the same time, it doesn't really have a strong presence at the moment. As worse art, they literally... Wait, did they use AI in the new Halo? I'm not surprised, it's Microsoft, but still. But the studio hates that they make Halo. I think the cool thing about it, in my opinion, is just Johnson, but other than that, I like the idea of playing Johnson, but at the same time, like, At the same time, it's like, do I feel like playing a remake of Halo, which was already a good game? Did you see the ring? No, I didn't. Something aged poorly is typically associated with sexist races these days, but seen as normal when it was made. Aged poorly? Really? The way I see it, though, is like... When has anyone ever used aged poorly in a positive light? You know? That's why it's one of those things that have negative connotation. I mean, it could be used in a positive light, but I don't think it ever has been used in a positive light. I'll just say that with rather than a topic. I think aged poorly, though, it has what's it called? Often it's used with older games. Okay. Honestly, though, I really don't think. I'm trying to think. What would I define as a game that has aged poorly? Because, like, people would say Mario 64 aged poorly, but personally, I personally think Mario 64 actually aged really well. Honestly, though, you need honestly, don't redeem. Honestly, no. Honestly, no. Honestly, don't. And even Ocarina of Time, I think it's like in the light of the player base. People who are younger, who haven't played the games before, probably would say a game aged poorly compared to people who lived during that generation. Like, I think since I was in that generation when Mario 64 originally came out, I can like really enjoy the game and not really struggle with the systems. But I think someone who's used to today's cameras and such, it's one of those things that, yeah, Mario 64, Ocarina of Time have aged poorly. I just need a picture of this gun. I'm just gonna use this gun. How can we be worse than AI? Yeah. It's Microsoft, so I think like Microsoft's been pushing a lot for AI lately, and I think that's gonna bite them in the butt. But yeah, I do like the idea of Johnson co-op, but it would have been cool if it was like something else. Thing is though, like, okay, so something I always thought about the Halo lore and stuff, and I think ODST did better than this, but I think ODST had like their soldiers be regular soldiers compared to Spartans, but I don't remember if they had a rechargeable shield, because I've always wondered like what makes the Spartans so crazy compared to regular soldiers, and I think ODST showed that too. I know a game that didn't age poorly, Gothic. I mean, let me see. I'm sure someone would argue if Gothic aged poorly too. I think it's all subjective, and it could be one of those things too that since I never played Gothic, I could probably say that aged poorly. It was a stamina thing? Really? So like, so Spartans were much more like endless energy then? Because I don't remember if in ODST it was related to something. Because ODST was like regular soldiers, people who weren't Spartans, and how the war has treated them. No, the ODST? Which I thought was a good, like, good side game. It's one of the best Halo games. I won't fight you. I actually think it was pretty good. I really liked how they did it. It was like, it was a deceptive mission-based game that's disguised with the open world element, right? Where you're allowed to go through the city and you get to go like explore this ruins, right? But then like you find other people's corpse and then you download their brains and you do their mission, right? I thought that was a clever way to do a mission-based kind of Halo game. Really, really good. Have you yet to play ODST? Oh, you have to play ODST. Halo 2 is pretty good. I would say Halo 2 kind of fell short to me, especially compared to Halo 3. I know like Halo 2 is a lot of people's favorite games, but I don't know why, like when I think about like my time with it, I don't remember like having as much fun with the single player campaign as I did with 3. Kind of wish it was a little bit more open world, but at the same time, it did what it was supposed to. Yeah, I think it did a really good job in showing the soldiers' plights and how Master Chief was really helpful and all that stuff. Like, I feel like more games should do something like that. You like Metroidvanias? I love Metroidvanias. It's one of my favorite genre of video games. Well, the controls are always weird, so that's not aging, yeah. Isn't it like point and click though? I think that's the thing with a lot of old games. Like, I know I tried to play like games like Fallout 1 and stuff like that, and I won't lie, maybe to someone who's played the game before, it probably aged well for them. But for me, as someone who came into these older games, yeah, sort of like Mario 64 camera. This talk has convinced me to calm you for ODSTR. I won't lie, I'm not very good at the ODSTR. I think I did one for someone before, but I'm not very good at it. Kind of wish that... Oh, I read that. If you do Blasphemous... Yeah, I heard about those games. I really want to give it a try. I do like that gory aspect in the game. I'm losing hope in my body and my soul. Better comment for NSFW. Draws Booba. But I'm not very experienced when it comes to sci-fi. I think sci-fi is like my weakest aspect in drawing compared to a lot of things. I still try to do it, and I think it's good practice, but I won't lie that you might not get something that you would like if sci-fi related. Oh, surprised how well the Gothic remake did. Ah, maybe I'll play the Gothic remake then. Because like if it does the same thing the original game does, but with better controls and quality of life, might be a better option. I need you more than ever right now. Can you hear me now? Cause we're gonna shout it loud. Your OC kind of sci-fi? Why do you think I struggled with your OC? Oh man, I hate drawing sci-fi outfits. I'm just gonna draw them naked. Maybe if I keep believing, my dreams will come to life. You should. Smiley face. Maybe I'll take out some of these imprints. I want to make this look more gun-like. Not looking gun-like. Sci-fi is just space tech magic, yeah, pretty much. But I think the thing is too, like, fantasy has a lot more, like, metals and armor, but sci-fi has a lot more, like, lights and stuff to it. So that's why I kind of struggle more with it. Because it has, like, these, like, lines in there and all that stuff. Like, thin lines of light like this. Like veins. Tell me why are you punishing me? Is this the price I'm paying for my past mistakes? This is my redemption song. DLC of Blasphemous 1 are evil. Is it gonna be just like Hollow Knight? Even if our words seem meaningless, it's like I'm carrying the weight of the world. I wish that some way, somehow, that I could save every one of us. But the truth is that I'm only one girl. Maybe if I keep believing, my dreams will come alive. I need to do a karaoke night. I need to do a lot of things. I need to exist. I need to live. Let me live my life. Just need practice. So it's just part of the gameplay element. You are living. You call this living? Coughs blood out. I'll show you living. Grabs you by the throat. Shut up, sorry. Role plays. Like I'm carrying the weight of the world. See alive. Rules of nature. Maybe if I keep believing, my dreams will come alive. Do I have like a bigger outfit of this? Like, why is it so hard to find an outfit of this man? I wish that some way, somehow, Insta-kill spikes? Easier than Hollow Knight? Oof. Insta-kill spike sounds like a pain. It's kind of like Mega Man. That's like the reason I'm not very good at Mega Man, because I'm bad at like platforming. Instant kill spikes always get me. I get nervous around them. Just get good. Coughs. No, I can't. Not like this. What was this music from? Is this Deltarune? Where have I heard this song before? Route 209? Why does it seem like I heard this song before, but I never heard this song before? Oh, is this Pokemon? Yeah, this is probably Pokemon. Alright, let's put some other music on because I've been taken out of it. Hey Asher! I'm making myself some miotes. What's a miote? Let's see. What kind of music should we listen to? Should we listen to... I guess we were listening to Nier just a second ago. Listen to the Nier OST. Listen to the original Nier, Gestalt. Thinking about it, you play Mega Man? I played Mega Man Battle Network NT. I played the Network series. I played Legends. I played 7, 8, and 9 because I bought the Mega Man collection on the PS2. But I never actually played the original 1 through 6. Right? So, my Mega Man experience is very scarce. And funny enough, I have more experience with outside the original Mega Man franchise than I do the spin-off games like Zero and all that stuff. They're fun games though. I've never been good at it. I have played the original 1 through 5, I think, on the anniversary edition, but I never actually played it well, if that makes sense. Emotes are hard, but I'm trying. It just takes some effort. Just takes some practice. It's a different mode of thinking, that's why. But I don't think I ever beaten the Mega Man games outside of Battle Network. Battle Network NT, I beat in that, and I beat in the Battle Network RPG games. Oh wait, no, I take it back though. I did play X1. I did played X1 and cleared it. I don't remember if I used save states or not though. I forgot the X series was also Mega Man games. I did think I found those original X games much easier than the original, thanks to the fact that you have an air dash, so you have much more maneuverability, and you had wall jump. Like, I think the originals were really hardcore games. Ah, this braid looks ugly. I'm just gonna do my standard braids. X games are way better. Yeah, I think the X games have better maneuverability compared to the original games. But I think, like I said, I think the original games were more hardcore. Okay. I did everything including the expansion. I got 100%. Oh, nice. Let me see if Jax got back to me. Nope. Okay, then I'll just wait on them. Okay. is too, she has like flowers in her ear. It's a very unique look, I have to say. I don't think I ever drew a VTuber with flowers in their ear. I'm telling you, whenever I draw VTubers, I feel like every VTuber has a pretty unique design. This idea of flowers in the ear. First time I had to draw something like this. Very cute though. So many 10 out of 10 designs I had to do. Maybe you're unique. You know what? I was thinking about how normal my character was. Like how I look. And the thing is, I did it on purpose because maybe one day, like I had an idea. If I ever had to cosplay as the outfit, I wanted to be something that I could relatively easily make. Right? So it would be really easy for me to cosplay as myself. The only thing I think will be the hard part is the fluffy part. But outside that, I think everything else is pretty easy to get a hold of. Hat, horns, elf ears. So my design is actually relatively simple. And I think the thing is too, like, back when I was making my manga, one of the biggest advice that I would say is that you could design your character to be as cool as you want it to be, but make sure that you design it so you could redraw it every single time, right? Because if you make an overly complicated character and has a lot of design aspects to it that are very important, you're going to find yourself dreading it every time you have to draw it over and over again. You know? So I made myself relatively unique to make it easier, or relatively simple to make it easier for me to redraw myself several times. That's why I could like pump out my own thumbnails pretty fast. And I'm so malleable. Sad that Mega Man 2 is still the game I most likely would replay. Why specifically 2? I do know like I enjoyed 5. I think because I remember the rush abilities. And when you have like rush, you can like fuse with it into a power armor that gives you a double jump, or you can like jump on into like a skateboard. I like that. That was fun. Chapter 5 is in Bop. Cannot wait to watch you play it. I'll have to give it a try one day. My queue is very long though, so who knows when that one day will be. I thought it was 6? Was it 6? I know like 7. I thought 6, 7, 8. 6, 7. I thought they were all on the PS1 and they had the new set of graphics, right? With the crazy long load times too. I could be wrong. I don't remember. Does she have gloves? No, she doesn't have gloves. I made my design simple for a reason. I could draw a lot. I think a lot of people think overly. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like you can have an overly good or overly complicated design, but I think having an overly complicated design makes it harder for people to draw you. So, do you have any commissions? I do. I hit the 40 limit. But I already like finished 2 today. This is going to be the 3rd one, and then I'm going to try to finish at least 2 more. Baby cough. Luckily I have some wiggle room because the next commission is due on the 29th. So I have more than enough days. If I finish up say 3 to 4 per day, 6, 7, I should be able to still clear things in a timely fashion. And as long as nothing comes up. I think that's the important thing. As long as nothing comes up. Hit, cough, cough, baby cough. Hit. She has freckles too. Just kind of cute. I think freckles are pretty cute. Stream tomorrow? We'll see. I don't know if anything's gonna happen tomorrow. I'm kind of predicting something's going to happen tomorrow, which is why I'm trying to draw as intensely as I can. But we'll see. Alright, have a good one, Plague. Have a good night. Thank you for jumping in. Hope things that go well tomorrow also stream. We'll see, though. My schedule's very unpredictable nowadays. I open emocoms depending on how mine turn out. Offer a 5 in a bundle. Yeah, just experiment. See what works for you. The thing is, like, nobody knows what to answer and what works for you best, except you. So you have to, like, experiment and see what works the bestest this. Besties for you. Besties! LOL, besties! Bestie chat. I think Reishi had these eyes. I'm looking at these eyes and they keep reminding me of Reishi for some reason. If not, I wish you a good day tomorrow. Thank you, I appreciate it. So I think after stream, I'm gonna take like a bit of a nap. As soon as like I finish up, I'm just gonna like conk out. Okay. Thing is too, I've been like thinking about my sitting posture. It's a nice iris. It is very cute. I was thinking about my sitting posture lately, and I'm trying to like figure out like my optimized sitting posture, right? Like, you know how I have my drawing tablet, but like lately I've been like hunched over like a shrimp, right? And sometimes I would be having my feet on here, but I'm trying to like prop myself up more. So I've been like trying to like sit at an angle, but sometimes this doesn't work, right? And does it help too? Spoilers, chat. I'm 6 foot tall, 6'1". Big guy. Being tall sucks, right? So it makes it harder because I have to like look further down for this to work, right? So I've been getting to like a bad position of like slouching to stay on eye level. So I look like this on my chair. Dang, he's short. Short king rises up. I'm literally like this sometimes with my posture just to draw so I can stay on eye level with my drawing tablet. I'm thinking about buying a desk stand or something, but sometimes I'm having a hard time just trying to find the right posture. I wonder if it's because my chair is too low or if my chair is too high, but yeah. You do need some resting. Yeah, I'm making sure to optimize my nap times. I don't like taking naps, and normally I wouldn't take naps. But with everything that's happening, I gotta make sure I stay in a healthy mindset. I like telling people I'm 6'1". And you know what's the funny part? You guys can't prove if I'm 6'1" or not. For all you know, I might actually be just pretending to be 6'1". I'm LARPing as a tall guy. Quick, ask me a question that only tall people would know. On the internet, anything is real. They call me the tall LARPer. You think so when people do that on the internet? They will pretend that they're taller than they are? Probably VTubers if I had to guess, but I wonder if like there's like streamers that pretend to be taller than they really are. Hello? Hey Arch. How you doing? How's the sky up there? It's cloudy with a chance of meatballs. There are leaks. Well, before the heat wave to move on, I feel that. It's pretty hot today. That's part of the reason I want to lie down on the couch after stream is because like my couch is in the living room and that doesn't get too hot compared to my room. My space. For my country is extremely hot. My condolences. I think I'm around the average height. I think a lot of people are around the average height. You know, because they are average. How's the weather down there, average people? Looks down at you. Laughs at tallness. Ha 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 ha. I'm so tall. Laughs in tallness. Can't wait till this heat wave is over. I'm gonna check the weather eventually and see how hot it is actually. Let me see. How long is this heat wave gonna last? Right now, we are hot. Not too hot, though. Huh. Actually, I'm in a pretty good temperature. And when I say good temperature, it's like around 80. That's a pretty good temperature! 80 degrees, melting. 80 American. I don't like yours, so I win. Sounds kind of nice. I do like a colder temperature than a hotter weather temperature. Because colder temperatures you can like bundle up. It's 100 here. Is it humid too? Because I feel like that's the worst combination. Like back in my hometown, it was literally the desert, right? And the thing is, when you live in the desert, sometimes you get temperatures as high as 120, but as long as it's not humid, it's bearable, right? But the moment you have temperatures that high and the humidity's high too, that's when you start feeling gross. Thing is too, summer heat and humidity goes hand in hand just because of how science works. I got a big fan and 2 handheld ones, grabbing distance. I have a fan on right now too. I feel kind of bad for my dog, but the thing is like I keep pointing the fan at my dog, but he doesn't like sitting in front of the fan. The Netherlands, we are 12 meters below sea level. Oof. You are humid like crazy then. Poor Netherlands. Netherlands, more like hell. I don't know where I was going with that joke, actually. I think I'm a streamer. Good bits. I'm tired. Wait, you're a streamer? Yeah. Guys, have you seen my OnlyFans account? My Pixiv fan box? My Fansly? What do people use nowadays? Do people still use OnlyFans? I think people nowadays use Fansly, right? Oh? Yes, check out my Fansly. Exclamation mark Fansly in chat to see my Fansly account. Got him! Gleep. What's Gleep? Is that one? Do you think there's male, what's it called, Fansleys and OnlyFan accounts? Canoe? Okay, we don't have that many commands. Yes? Really? So you're saying there's a market for... No, I wouldn't turn to OnlyFans. I would first draw NSFW before I go to OnlyFans. Maybe a Pixiv fan box, but I would first do that. But I would never turn to OnlyFans. You already do? No, 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 I don't know what you're talking about, winky face. Smaller than Netherlands, but we have height. Ah, in the meters? That sounds nice. I have a friend that lives in the mountains, actually. They say right now the temperature is pretty good up there. They said during the winters it's crazy. So I imagine during the summer in the middle of the mountains you have like really crazy heat. You know what I mean? Chat, you know what I mean? Honestly, though? Honestly? Though? Honestly? Honestly, though? Honestly, though, I do want to try living in the mountains. Feels like it would be cheaper to live in the mountains than whatever California is doing right now. The ocean here cools the whole area down, still fairly hot. I imagine living near the ocean though, you would still have like very humid temperatures, right? Because like the ocean is slowly evaporating because of the heat, causing water to go up into the air, causing humidity, right? Or am I wrong? Is that not what science tells me? Leaving behind the salt lake. Oh, 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 oh. Windy enough so it doesn't get humid. Actually, that sounds really nice. The combination of a wet air combined with a windy temperature or weather sounds nice. And in the ocean, because it's an island that isn't that big. Oh, must be nice. I imagine those two living like that. Like, thing is, like, we know America for the big states like New York and California, right? Maybe Washington and Oregon. But nobody ever talks about like the middle states like Wyoming, Colorado, Idaho, Utah. I always wonder like how much cheaper it would be living in an area like that. Like the non-major cities or states. Because like in California, like a solo studio apartment can go for like 1,500, maybe like at this point 1,700, which is kind of crazy, right? But I wonder if it's like much cheaper, say living in Wyoming. Wyoming does it exist? People live in Wyoming, right? Or am I wrong? Wyoming. Kansas, Oklahoma, Dakotas, both Dakotas, you know? I wonder if it would be much cheaper. I've been thinking about that because like I was thinking about like rent options because technically like with my amount of pay I could cover rent, right? But if I was living in a place by myself, I would be barely covering rent, but now I'm comfortably. I was thinking like maybe it'll be worth kind of moving to like say Arizona where rent is much cheaper. That way I could continue to pay off, you know, what's it called? Rent much easily and have a lot of like money left over. It's way cheaper, but there's less overall there. I mean, I'm not much of a mall person. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I never really go out. I don't mind traveling too. It feels like one of those things that like it gives you a good excuse why to travel out of state, you know? It's like, okay, I want to have a vacation. I'm going to go to California or I'm going to go to Japan, right? The thing is like you can have everything next to you at all times, but it's not like you're going to go next to it at all times. Like there's like a really big mall that like actually 2 or 3 big malls, 4, maybe 7, 6, 7, 6, 7 big malls that I probably live nearby, but I really don't go. More everything is less out there. You gotta go way further for anything at least. At least like if I live in a town in the middle of nowhere, I want to have at least a Walmart. I think that's the only thing I really need, especially if it's like one of those super Walmart with a grocery store. Because then I could just buy all my grocery from there. I think that's the only thing I really essentially need. I guess like suburban is fine, but if it's like super suburban or rural where it has no like Walmart, then yeah. I don't like traveling. I'm a homey person. I'm a more home person too. Like you just give me a bunch of video games and you give me a computer and I could stay home for the rest of my life. And if my job is online, nice. You know? I mean, I don't mind going out every now and then, but I'm not the type that would go to the mall or a bar, right? So, boats and planes are scary. They can be, but I don't think I ever had a bad experience with a boat or plane. I mean, I've been through turbulence, which could be scary, but... I mean, the thing is, like, when you're in a plane, if you're always having, like, the mindset, like, this is it, this is gonna be the one crash that's gonna happen this year, and we're gonna be on the news, yeah, it could be scary that way. But if you treat it like any other day, where it's like, you know, people come in and out of the plane so often that you never, you know, doesn't mean like this one's gonna be the bad one. Yeah. But it is one of those things that like, if there was an accident to happen in a boat or a plane, you are almost guaranteed to be dead, you know? Like, especially a plane crash. It's a scary thought, you know? And I don't want to, like, terrify you guys, but if you are on a plane and, like, something goes wrong and you have to, like, you know, land emergency, and it's, like, in the middle of, like, the ocean or something, you're almost guaranteed dead. Okay, maybe not the ocean, but if it's in the middle of land and your landing gears or something like that break, you're almost guaranteed dead. I don't mean to scare you guys or anything. I would have to use them, I see. That makes sense. I need to touch grass every week, so else I'll go feral. I'm on the opposite end. I could go like a long time without having to touch grass. I mean, it's kind of refreshing to go outside too and touch grass every now and then, but I don't find it as a necessity. Nor do I need like human contact. Human contact. I can be very door or hermit like. They called me the lone wolf after all, chat. I'm telling you, everything comes back to that name, lone wolf. He's lone wolf. He's the lone wolf of the game. Nobody. He's like Kirito. He goes solo leveling. He's like John Solo level, which I don't know what the name of that character is. Alin Laphel or Alin Laphel. I should have been a wolf. Is it too late for me to transform into a wolf? I'm gonna see if I can ask my mama and my papa to turn me into a wolf. Edge's VTuber? Yeah, watch me be edgy. Let me say the most edgiest thing you ever heard. Watch this. Die. Murder. Death. Hell. Wow, so edgy. He's so edgy, guys. Congrats on coming out. Thank you, thank you. I did survive, I just didn't like it though, yeah. It's definitely an experience, right? I actually do enjoy the plane experience, which is like, you know, going onto the plane, sitting down in a chair and sitting down and waiting and, you know, kind of looking out the window and stuff. Only a cute wolf. I actually do enjoy the plane experience, funny enough. Oh, oh. Reject humanity, return the dog, hump the carpet. Honestly, getting on a flight feels like one of the best parts of my vacation. I don't know, there's something enjoyable about like this feeling of going to the sky. Maybe it's just me. I find it cathartic, really. Can be a little scary, but it is kind of enjoyable thinking about like going across the country in the sky, like a bird. Become furry? I'm starting to do furry commissions, guys. Furry commissions are now officially opened. Man's gotta hijack a plane to live his dreams. I would not know how to fly a plane, honestly. I always think about that too. Like, if somebody was to hijack a plane, I really hope they know how to fly one. You know, it feels kind of like counterproductive, like to hijack a plane but not even know how to fly. It's like, now what? I didn't really think that deep into the plan, sir. I'm sure it's plain selling. I prefer being on the ground. I like being on the ground too. Honestly, too, I do want to like pick up biking again. I'm kind of scared about biking though. I'm more scared about biking than I am with a plane, because at least with a plane, it's out of my hands. But with a bike, I'm kind of clumsy. I've fallen off a bike a couple times and I'm always scared, especially in the city, if I ride a bike and I, you know, fall into traffic when a car just happens to be coming by, I could get isekai'd really easily. I miss public transport every time I come back to the USA. How is public transport? I always think about that too, because like we have public transport in terms of bus and subways and stuff, but apparently other countries have it like better, well made. Like Japan is like the one I could think of the most, because like you can go across the whole country within a couple hours, which I think is really cool, right? I can't say the same about California. It would be really nice to get a train from like Los Angeles to San Francisco and be there within like an hour or two. That would be really amazing, but you know, that's not the case here. Japanese and Korean systems are godly. I do want to see that. Like, the idea of being able to just go across like state and like maybe, I don't know, hold a job there and be able to go back, it's actually really nice. Like, I know like people like give a lot of flack about the whole thing like being stuffed and having to be dependent on it, but they are literally going across state, like across the state distance of California, right? And they have a job somewhere else. That's cool, I want to say. And it's like, it's really funny too, because when we compare it to here, like you could go on the freeway and drive like from one city, say imagine from LA, and you live in San Diego, it'd be like a 2-hour drive. You could never hold a job like that. But if you did something like a train, yeah, you could hold a job like that. You could fall asleep on the train, you could do something on the train while you're waiting, right? But driving is like mentally exhausting. I have to try it one day though. I do want to visit Japan. I'm always thinking about like, if I do visit Japan, I wonder if I should invite friends or family. But I know family can be a bit annoying, especially on vacations. And I don't know if any of my friends want to go with me. Because it means we're going to be staying together in a hotel, you know? It would be kind of nice. What part of Japan do you want to visit the most? I want to visit Akihabara, you know, the whole otaku thing. But I also want to visit like Kyoto. And I want to visit like, I'm trying to think. There's like some places I've seen in anime that I really want to visit. Like, I think the city part is really cool, but I also want to visit like some of the traditional part of Japan, right? Some of those traditional structures look really cool. Invite chat? I could put you on like a tablet. That'd be fun. We could do a live stream of it. Then you guys will see my face, unless I cosplay. Cosplaying in the middle streets of Japan. Okay. There we go. Hiroshima. Amazing city. I want to visit Okinawa too. I heard Okinawa is like a fun, like, rural area. So it doesn't have like the big city life, but it's very like, you know, since it's on an island too, very tropical in a way, like Hawaii. If I had to go to a place, it would be to see friends. I'm not interested in visiting other places. I get that. Osaka. Ooh, sounds nice. I do also want to visit Korea. Like, the thing is too, I've been to Korea a lot of times because it's a stopover. Like back then when Mama Sheep had to go visit the home country, they would stop often in Korea because Korea has a big airport and it connects to a lot of the Asian countries, right? So it was very easy to like go to Korea as a stopover from overseas rather than going to the country directly. But the little that I have seen of Korea, because the airport we would land in was in Seoul, it was a very beautiful city nightlife. I really want to visit something like that one day. Is Alin North Korea? You caught me! I'm in North Korea right now! Can I say that? Will I get in trouble? Seoul is a great place. Yeah, and I want to visit Singapore as well. There's like a lot of places I want to visit in the Asian side. Calling to my Asian self. Alert, alert, alerting all Asians. My name is Alin Laphel. I'm coming back home. I think there's a lot of fun in traveling, but the thing is, I heard you shouldn't travel alone, but I don't know. I think it'd be kind of fun to travel alone. I did want to buy a Polaroid, but I don't know if I should spend money. Maybe I should buy a Polaroid. I was thinking about buying myself something, right? Like I was saying in the beginning of chat. What if I bought a Polaroid and I start keeping like a little Polaroid journal? I think that'd be kind of cute, actually. Is there any cheap like instant print cameras, or should I just buy the Polaroid itself? As long as you aren't in North Korea, you're probably fine. Okay, gotcha. Only if you show chat. No, I would definitely show the chat. It kind of reminds me of Gigi too. Gigi also bought herself a $2,000 camera, but she says she really likes it, you know. And I guess she has a photography as a hobby. I kind of want to pick up photography as a hobby because of like my father's hospitalization and having to go here and there everywhere, I got to see a lot of interesting sites, and I kind of wish I had a Polaroid camera at the time to take a picture of the site, but sadly I didn't. So I think I want to get one. I wonder if they're on sale. Give me a second, I gotta get reference to this picture of a car. Don't know why people come to me for car drawings, but I guess so. I guess I'm drawing cars. Took a picture of a bug yesterday, I don't remember. Thing is too, like, I think the fun thing about Polaroid is that it's literally living in the moment. I think like taking a picture in the phone and stuff, it's like you take a picture of the phone and then you know, sometimes you forget it, you don't have it, but the picture on the Polaroid instantly prints, right? And you're just like literally in that moment, like recognizing what you just took. Like, it's so easy to take a picture on the phone and just forget about it. And I think a lot of people have done that before, like say food-wise or something like that. I don't know. I kind of want to try to keep a journal. Like, I wanted to like keep a journal, but not in the traditional sense, but maybe like a picture journal or a sticker journal, you know? And you accidentally lose the picture? Yeah, there's that too. But Polaroids are pretty expensive, aren't they? Because they're so instant print. Like, Polaroid is the definition of, what's it called? The instant gratification. Let me see, how much is a Polaroid? There's these Fuji Max cameras. I don't know if these are any good. This one's pink though. Do we have something that's not pink? I'm not a pink girl. Hee hee. Okay, green might be a good color. How much is this Instant Max Mini? Instax Mini. $32 for 20? Interesting. You just have to pack it in there? How do these things work? I might consider getting myself one of these, actually. And I'll just put it in my backpack and take pictures. Oh, it would be so cool in an expo too! Oh, because like the thing is, I love taking pictures of expo cosplay stuff, but I won't lie that it does suffer from that same problem I mentioned where I take the picture and I forget about it. I never really touch it again. But the idea of like taking a picture and having it instantly print and putting it into like a little journal. Sorry guys, I'm really on this Polaroid kick. I'm gonna do it. What is this though? This one looks kind of cute. Fujifilm Instax Mini Evo. $350. Oof. Kind of want like a traditional Polaroid. I know Papa Sheep used to have a Polaroid, but I don't know where that went. Let me see. Is there any other instant cameras other than Polaroids? This one's not so bad. $78? Delivery on July 7th. That's a while from now. I could buy a used one though. Do you have to change the toner in a Polaroid? What kind of maintenance do you need on a Polaroid? You know what? This might be what I want. I might want to get one of these Polaroids. I think this is what I'm looking for. Something that I can use. Something that's like provides me gratification, but something that I could like, you know, that doesn't take a lot of time because I could just take a picture of a picture, like, you know, pull out a Polaroid. Maybe I'll get into photography. Thing is though, I don't want to like I want to use it for like taking pictures of what I want, so I want to keep it a secret. Because as soon as I tell people, they're gonna be like, "Take a picture of me, take a picture of me." But I won't lie. I don't mean it in a mean way, but I want to keep. I will take a picture here and there of people, but I want to keep it to mostly settings and places that I go to, things like that, and I'll keep it on me. I'll see. Maybe I'll talk about it with my friends. I want to see what my friends say. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Polaroid? Good idea or bad idea? Because it would be fun to keep in my bag and just take a picture when I feel like inspired. Good idea? Do it? You guys are a bad influence! Okay, but I might. You guys are straying me to the side of the devil! But I might. I really don't need to draw like the rest of this car. I don't know why I'm drawing the rest of this car. And it could be good for like, references and stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm already romanticizing the idea of using a Polaroid at Anime Expo. I think that'd be really cute. It would be annoying to take pictures for people constantly, yeah. And it costs money too, so. Because I love taking pictures of set pieces or settings and stuff, and it would be kind of cute to put them on like a bullet board in my room. We'll see. I think that's an option. I think too, as I start going to expos and cons, I might really enjoy the idea of a Polaroid. Because then, like I said, there's a lot of things I could take a picture there. And I could keep it in, like in a journal. Oh, and I could take a picture of my first booth. Oh, that'd be really cute. I'm gonna do a chat. I'm gonna sell at an expo. I'm gonna try at least. I really want to. Okay. Basically like a very simple looking car. Okay. The back part is also black. I don't think this part's going to be shown, yeah. Just the front part I have to really worry about. Then I should make sure that the front part is detailed enough that it looks interesting to look at as a background piece. Do 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 do. Does this thing have windshield wipers? How does this thing deal with the rain? There's like no windshield wipers on this thing. I guess it doesn't? I guess you just don't drive in the rain, or you just die. It goes so fast to dodge the raid. You see him? I don't know on this one. Hmm. Alright, that should be good. Let's do the James Bond look now. Let's see. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. And funny enough, I think I do have a commission that I did recently that also has this 007 look. Where is it? Maybe I could use some assets from there, like the logo. Here it is. In fact, I could just probably reuse the background, just flip it. Let's see, if I did something like this, right? And then flip it. Okay. Let me see what where's the 007 look? Okay, it always comes from the right, doesn't it? I think it always comes from the right. So actually I don't really need to flip it because technically it always comes from the right. Something like this. Add a glow. Maybe I don't need that dark. Okay, let me see. Might want to add some lights up here. Give her a little bit more shadows. Okay. I'm really into this right now. I'm really feeling it. Okay, a little glow. And then when you have like a shadow up here. He's doing a chat, he's finishing art. I know, this is gonna be like the third piece I finished today already. I'm still gonna try to get some more done. Okay. And let's just add a little extra FX to the back, which is like these white dots. He's doing it! Okay, and let's put a lens flare, just because lens flares are always everywhere. Okay, glow. Okay. Alright. Is there anything else I should add to this? Does it need a logo? We could do something like this. And I think it will stand out even with how dark the contrast is. Yeah, that looks pretty good. There we go. Alright, I think this one's done. Let's go send it in. I think they'll like it. And if they want me to make any changes, I'll make changes. Alright. Commission finish. Next one. Okay. Oh, client got back to me. This is so peak. Let's see, I'm so super dummy. Okay, I'll fix that. Give me a second. They gave me the wrong game. I think I might have read the thing wrong though. There's a possibility that it was actually me. I always feel bad for it too. Sometimes the client will be like, "Oh, I gave you the wrong name," but I realized that it might be me that actually put the wrong name, and it was my dyslexia that kicked in. I hope that's not the case because they're kind of like saying, "Oh, it's my fault." Okay. They said it's peak though. They said peak content, chat. My art is peak content. No worries. Here's the fix. Glad you like it. Anything else needs revising? Alright. Alright, so that's another one done. Let me go send it to the client. I'm just on a roll. Look at me just go. He just keeps drawing. He doesn't stop. He's unstoppable. Here's how it came out. Anything need revising? Okay. Next one. What should I work on next? I think this one might be a pretty easy one to do. Okay. Let's see. This one's like a little bit more complicated. Let's do another easy one. That way I can try to get through it. I am gonna nap so well though, chat, after all this. I'm gonna be sleeping so hard. Question though. Okay, chat. Do you think I have sleep apnea? Apnea? I don't know what that is. I don't know how to pronounce it. But basically my friends keep telling me that I might have sleep apnea. But is it like, how many people here have sleep apnea? Do you guys apnea? I don't know. Like, do you guys like also take naps in the afternoon and because you guys don't get enough sleep? Because never really thought that I don't get enough sleep. Since I do sleep. In fact, I don't think I have a problem with sleeping, but I don't know. The possibility is always there. Let me close all these. I'm gonna go pull out the next one. Just sleep on stream? Alright, we'll test out this theory, okay? I'll fall asleep on stream and you tell me if I have sleep apnea. Okay. What does it say on her back? I just realized there's a tattoo on her back. Niemski Bog Sierra. Is she also German? One sec, I gotta stretch my hand because my hand's starting to get sore. I think I was drawing way too intensely. I was drawing way too intensely for these last few drawings. That doesn't look like German to me. What language would it be, guys? Quick, my English majors in chat. What language would that be? Alright, let's get back to drawing. Get back to work, Alan's whip. I'm telling you though, like, I can't see it. This one? Jensky Bog Sirefenia. As I was gonna say, we have another German VTuber. Something about German VTubers really like to commission me. I wonder if it's my prices. Polish? Oh, interesting. I wonder if it's because like the European euro is higher valued right now, so a lot of European countries can commission me really easily because of how low my prices are. I can believe it's Polish. Interesting. Okay. Ugh. There we go. I gotta say, this is a very cute look. I especially like the eyeballs on her shoulder. The way it stares to my soul. It's a very cute look. I always like it when like people have like this contrast of like a monstrous design with the cute anime girl look. You guys know what I mean? Okay. I wonder where I should eat for dinner. Maybe I should go out and buy something. Hmm. Yawn. Okay. Sorry for not yapping much. I've been on a drawing roll, and I need to like catch up on commissions. But usually when I do get really into the drawing, or I'm really like focused, I tend to not talk as much. Which goes to show how many times on stream I don't focus. I just yap, talk of whatever comes to mind. But here, I think it's good to have streams like this where it's really just cathartic. I love that word. Word of the day, cathartic. Just pull out the vocabulary book right now. I always wonder too, like thinking about it as an artist. Like, I may be getting a lot of work, but I always wonder, like, would I ever be able to get work, like, say, in a gacha game? I was thinking about that because, like, I know, like, Namie and Ina, they both work for different gacha games. If I remember correctly, Ina is, like, an artist in FGO, while Namie does art for Arknights. And I always wonder, like, I wonder what's the possibility of me being able to, like, get work with a gacha game. It would be really cool. I would love to make a character, see it come to life, get voice act, right? See people draw fan art of her. I think that's like one of the greatest pride of artists is when people can see your design or people can see your drawing and really enjoy it. You know? Like being able to see your character come to life. We do not exist. It's okay. I've been talking to myself this whole time, and I acknowledge that. I acknowledge that I might be a little crazy. Hee. But I would love to do something like that. But I wonder what's the probability, especially with my art style. The thing is, while I do think my art style appeals to a lot of people, I wonder if it appeals in a gacha sense. Like if somebody sees my art style in a gacha, I wonder if they would like say like, "Ooh, I want to roll that character." I mean, like when you look at FGO too, it has like a variety of different artists working with them. Like I could easily fit into FGO with my art style. I think. I don't know. I don't know. Just a shower thought. Just make your own. I do want to make my own gacha game, just for the fun of it. But I don't think it's like I don't think I'll ever have the opportunity to see them come to life, like be characterized by a story, voiced by a person, things like that. So you just end up the main artist? I would. I mean, I could take matters into my own hand and just like create everything myself. Find the voice actresses myself, right? Create the game myself. If only I wasn't such a loser single person. I should have multiple clones of myself to do multiple different jobs. You know? But I'm just a loser that I could just do art. Voice actor by yourself for your clout. I could do that. I'll voice activate with the same single voice I know. It's me. I'm here to tell you that you should probably fight the demon lord yourself. I'm here to help you. Okay, something like this. This is the second drawing that I had to do that involves cards. I do like this design though for drawing because it's actually relatively simple. There we go. You know, that's a fun game that I would like to do in a collab. But I wonder if it'll ever get too hot watered. You guys heard the game Cards Against Humanity, which is what these guys are playing? I think Cards Against Humanity is a fun game, but I won't lie that some of the cards get political really fast. And I feel like it'll break, I don't know in the VTuber sphere, but I wonder if it'll break people into arguments. You know? Like a lot of them are like based on like actual political leaders and stuff like that. It's like, ooh, I got my favorite card, Barack Obama, and you put it into like a dumb situation, and somebody might find it offensive. I mean, it might be a good game to play with friends that you know well, and like you know people won't like blow up and like specific situations. But I feel like if you do it like with a group of strangers, especially like you know people you never met before, you never know what kind of reaction they would have to especially political comments. You know what I mean? I forgot how Cards of Humanity works. Is it like the white cards are the ones that you play or the black cards? It's the white cards you play. Ugh. I'm getting tired. Maybe I should call it a night early. Or call it afternoon early. I'll color this girl and I'll call it. That way, I can get some rest, and then I'll be fully recharged to do the rest of the drawing. I'll wait on that Polaroid. I do kind of want to get it, but I wonder if a good time is to buy it now. Since it is on sale technically because of Steam or Amazon sales. But I wonder if I'll be using it soon. I mean, I go back and forth to the hospital. There's always some nice views there. But I don't want to waste all my film on just the hospital. It's one of those things, like, if maybe one of those, it's best to buy the camera before I go onto like a big trip or vacation. And heck, I'm building up the photography skills. If I wanted to get back into graphic design, everybody's looking for a photographer. I find it funny that people associate graphic design with photography all the time because they want to just save money on work. Why bother hiring 2 people when you could expect your graphic designer to do both jobs? Do, 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 do. Huh? My controller just suddenly stopped working. Okay, there we go. Okay. In fears of deceit. Do, 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 do. Okay. Almost done with this girl. It's like they have like little things holding themselves together, which I think is an interesting concept. Okay. Alright, I think I'm about done with her. Except for her hair. I'm gonna go finish up her hair. But thank you guys for coming. I'm gonna probably call it a night after this. Probably take a quick nap, eat some food, right? Then get back to work. Sorry that I've been always like doing drawing streams, but One day we'll get back to video games. We'll catch up on our video game backlog. We have a lot of games to play after all. Especially with each passing day, we get more and more different games to play. But I think now's a good time for me to call it a night, right? I made a lot of progress. I've done a lot of work. Have a nice nap. Yeah, thank you guys for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream as much as I did. I'll see if I can stream tomorrow. I have a feeling something's gonna happen tomorrow, right? But if it doesn't, then I'll stream tomorrow, but we'll see. All right? It might happen actually towards the evening, but I'll wait over and see if I'll stream. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. Maybe we'll do, depending on how much commissions I do tonight, then maybe I could do some Minecraft tomorrow and just play a little bit, just to give myself a little joy in the world. It's not Sunday. Yeah, we'll see. If not Sunday, and if not Sunday, my schedule's still very erratic. I don't have a set schedule, sadly, but my temporary tentative schedule is that stream art tomorrow, stream art Sunday. But if I get a little bit ahead of the curve more, maybe I'll stream tomorrow as well, or stream video games tomorrow. Right? But we'll see. You never know. Nothing's set in stone right now, sadly. So, alright, but I finished her, and I just have to finish her friends, and then I'm done with this commission. Very simple. This is why I say that, like, I draw really fast. Because, like, it doesn't take me that long to really color with my coloring style. So, I have 2 more characters to draw into this one. I started to think you like Alan art, Alan. I almost said I think you like Alan art. Oh wait, this person, I think they said they like it. Okay. One second though, before I go, someone said they like the art, so I'm gonna I'll make the delivery. Thank you for commissioning me, and thank you for understanding my situation. Alright, let me go make a delivery on this one. Ooh boy, gee Alan, when did you get so popular? This is my popular arc, you know? Just like Kazuma would say, like he would brush his hair to the side and be like, I hit my popular arc. That's me right now, I hit my popular arc. Okay, 0, transparent. Alright, let me make this delivery really quick. Deliverable, 1 PNG, thumbnail ready to use. I included transparent version for your usage. Okay, and then let me go, there it is. All right, so that one's done. Thumbnail, YouTube thumbnail, thumbnail commission, thumbnail art. All right, that's all finished up. Another commission finished up. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna call it a night here. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream as much as I did. Busy as usual, but I'm getting things done. I'm getting through it. I'm chipping away, and that's all I can really do, right? But we made a lot of good progress. Thanks for the stream. Thank you guys for coming. I did get a lot of things done. So even though I haven't been able to yap as much, I have been progressing through these commissions. Soon, guys, NSFW commissions. I'm telling you, I'm tempted to just say, like, yes, spicy art is now. And see how many people will jump in. It's a trap. It's a honey trap. As soon as I catch them, I'm going to expose them. I'll be like, oh, you're all perverts. You dirty perverts, every single one of you. Hey, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you guys for coming. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna make myself some dinner, then I'll get back to it. Thank you guys for coming. I'll try to see you guys tomorrow. If I get ahead of the curve, maybe Minecraft. If I don't get ahead of the curve, then art stream. Because I really want to play some Minecraft. You have no idea how much I want to play Minecraft. You're the one that took my commission. I know, but you know what? I'm safe in this. Artist rights. Bye! Have a good night. Take care. I never denied it. Hee hee. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow if I do. If I don't, see you on Sunday. And if I don't, then I'll see you at my funeral, I guess. I don't know. Bye!